did the burnout. What's going on, people? To the weekend recap. Yeah, I almost forgot about it too, Dylan. Luckily, the wife was on top of it and said, "Are you doing it?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, I'm doing it." And but it was a wild and crazy weekend. Some stuff took place this past weekend, and we'll bring my compadre on. What's up, Dragon? Oh, we went to Cali this weekend, and it was what's up, Ray? We went to Cali this weekend, and it was a pretty rough weekend. Other than going to Cali, I mean, Friday we had to. What's up, Billy? Friday we had to put my oldest dog down, and it was pretty tough. But anyway, we'll have to. What's up, people? I ain't the man. I'm just a guy that likes to have a little fun. That's all I am. Yeah, really good weekend. Good getaway from all the stuff that happened around here, and Richmond, Virginia. But let's see if Richard has seen it. Yep, Tricky D will be coming on here in a minute. But we had that happened Friday, and then we got the news that Joe had passed away. Actually, right before the drivers' meeting. No, I can't remember if it was the driver, because they're 2 hours behind us. Dan gave me a call, and that he had passed, and here's Tricky D. Oh, maybe. I think my internet's gonna be doing that thing today. Might be. I don't know if it's mine or. Let's go. He's not showing up, but people that didn't know Joe, and y'all missed out on a guy right there. He was a guy do anything for you. He would even if he had to help you fix your whatever you had to do, he would do it. Just even if he had to race you the next weekend, and if you beat him, he was happy go lucky. Anybody that don't know Joe, he had the prime truck. This man did everything to that truck himself. I mean, through other than he modded it, he painted it, he chopped it. He's had that truck since he was I think 16 years old. It was his grandfather's truck, and he had loving. He had a bunch of kids. You know, his daughters were his life, and I mean, he had a good time. I'm not showing anything, Richard. His wife, Sherry. He had a big family, and but he loved his truck. He loved his daughters. He loved his wife, and he loved racing. Let's see if we bring him in here now. No, for some reason it's not working. Taking some pictures here. He, like I said, he did everything on that truck that you see. He did it. Mostly, he did it in his garage. There it is. There he is. Are you not on, Richard?
Oh, there we go.
There we are.
It's been my phone.
And I'm talking about Joe here. Here's something that most people don't know. This happened a little before, but it still happened. And this picture right here. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Joe beat the Firebird.
Man.
on the Firebirds home turf at that.
I was watching that video. Damn, I should have sent it to you, man.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
But Joe's had that truck, like I said, forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember when he was nitrous.
Yeah. I remember meeting him. I think it was in 2002 or something, 2000, maybe 3. He got me a inspection sticker. He was one of them guys that could get you a sticker. And that was the very first time I met him.
We could talk about it now.
Yeah. He got me a sticker for an inspection sticker. And that's the first time I met him. He was working on it in his shop. And he said, "What do you think about trucks?" And I said, "I like anything that's fast or people like to have fun with."
Yeah.
And there's
man, was that the
Sunday service?
Yeah, I think that's the first time I met him.
And what the funny was we went racing the night before here, and he said that he was going up there, and so we didn't sleep, and then went straight up to Oklahoma City, and you had the Sunday morning service out there.
Man, that was gangster.
Yeah,
I remember that day.
I think that was down in Houston. Him and Corey in a splitting, I think.
Oh yeah, the first 2K, right? Oh, that was my first 2K. Yeah.
And the most infamous picture from Speed Obsessed that's probably seen all over the world that's got everybody that wants a truck is that.
Yeah, that's a dope ass shot, dude.
Yeah,
that is. You can't even hate on that picture right there. That picture is freaking epic.
Yeah,
it's literally fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had his crew and everything. They helped him out and all kinds of good stuff. Him and his family. Wished him the best. I've got nothing bad to say about the guy or the family. So, I mean, they loved him and they loved the racing. So,
one thing that, we might, if we're gonna talk about it, one thing that, speaking of Joe, is what many people don't know. Whenever we went to Cali, me and Chris found out we were I think we were getting ready to start first round.
Well, yeah, it was just right after a driver's meeting, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, just right after driver's meeting. So, the guys, they fly us out to Cali to do this race, and we're set up. We draw the chips. We're getting ready to get started. We're excited, and immediately get hit with this devastating news that we're losing a family member in the racing community. And it was I know a lot of people when they found out, you go through the motions. I'm just gonna say it. I felt like it was fucking unfair a little bit that we didn't get to go through anything. We didn't even have time to hurt. We got thrown right out into this race, and I mean, we couldn't ruin it for everybody there. You know what I mean? I mean, the guys there, they flew us out. They were ready to race, and we didn't want to tell anybody what happened because we didn't want that getting in their head, making it a more dangerous situation.
Yeah.
We told Nate because we didn't want Nate thinking that we had a problem with him or we were upset about something. We just had to be straight up with him, let him know, hey, we're going through this right now. So it was tough to push through the race and keep the ball rolling, and know in the back of your mind, you start thinking, wow, when is the last time I talked to him, or when's the last time I saw him, or stuff like that. It was definitely a challenge trying to run a race and go through the race and stay professional and being hit with that kind of news right off the bat before the first pair even went down. And even it was like the happiest moment followed by like it was just both at the same time. Great news and terrible, and it was a roller coaster of emotions for sure.
Yeah.
Joe was one of the first people from Texas, not the first, but one of the first, to come up here and start racing with me. And Chris brought him up here. He was one of the first ones to enter a Sunday service and come up here from Texas. I remember, he raced Craig Stevens. He raced Nate. He became good friends with Steve Griggs, and we all kind of came together, and we all kind of became one, and became like family. And I remember telling him, I think I was the next race after that. He said, "Man, but there's no other cars coming. It'll be just me." And I said, "Man, dude, listen. Around here, we're all the same. We're all, doesn't matter. When I go to Texas, I go to Texas by myself sometimes, and I have a blast. I've gone to Texas only races, and I always get welcomed in like family. Everybody's excited to see me. I'm excited to see them. And so, because of people like Joe, it helped grow everything together. Everybody, Joe raced in Tulsa. He raced in OKC, in Kansas City. I think for a while, I think Joe won, not fastest, not fastest, but Joe won the most downest fucking street racer, like 2019 award. I think it was 2019, where we were so concerned about Joe that we basically almost thought about not inviting him anymore. Because
That's a fact.
Because this motherfucker was saying yes to 3 races that were, just back to back. Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday service. And while fixing people's flat tires and trying to grab other rods and fix another rod for Cody to get Cody to the race. And he was so diehard, we had to stop inviting him almost on purpose and say, "Whoa, bro, you look rough, man. You're going all in." Like, nobody was gonna test how diehard Joe was. Nobody was gonna argue it. Yeah, that man he would do whatever, change anything to fit the rules, any tire size, any way you wanted it, radial, slicks, nitrous. He went twin turbo in the end. That truck was bad. And it was different. It was something unique. It was something he built something very inspirational to a lot of people that had trucks instead of just, some of the more typical race cars. And it was fast and it worked. And that's what made the truck pretty cool. And it just, even with the truck aside, Joe as a person was a great guy. From helping everybody with flat tires to, if you ever needed anything, his shop was open. His doors were open for anything.
No matter when, no matter what time.
No matter what time it was. The later the better for that guy, apparently. Fuck. Yeah. It was down,
I don't think he didn't sleep much. I know that.
No. I remember when he went to Tulsa, man, we tested, and he was so dedicated, man. He loved the sport. He loved everybody involved. The side of Joe that I knew, it's.
Boosted. Speaking of I was going to mention that Perry as well. Boosted was looking for a race. He wanted to race anybody. Nobody would step up. And Joe, Joe said, "I'll run you." And I think it was like $500. And
oh yeah.
And I told Joe, I said, "What the hell are you doing?" He goes, "What's the price of tuition? I want to see how close I stand against the baddest guy on the streets around here." And Boosted was still on the big tires, and I think he ended up putting three or 4 or 5 cars on Joe, and he's like, "Well, now I know where I stand." It's just the way it was.
The amount of fucks that Joe had to give were very, very few. He wasn't a man of lifting. I would see that truck all kinds of fucking sideways, and I knew the lifting was not something that was going to happen. The only thing that Joe would lift is the fucking heads on that motor, but that's about it.
That's a fact.
There was a while there that, man, he was going through fucking heads left and right, especially at Kansas City. We just, there he goes, and poof.
Yeah, I remember him testing one night, Friday night. We were going to do a race, and he sent a rod through the block. This is when he was just doing stock stuff, and you could literally, it's kind of like when he did in Kansas City. He shoved the rod. He he windowed the block, and he said, "Oh, I got another one at the shop. I'll be here tomorrow." And be damned if he did. He wasn't there the next day with the motor, and I was like, "God dang, Joe, did you sleep?" He goes, "No, but we're racing though. We're racing."
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I remember when he came up here, he did I remember him racing at BNR, man. He loved that spot.
Oh yeah.
He raced, I remember that catch days he came to. There's a lot of good memories, especially in Tulsa, man. Tulsa, it was fun.
Yeah.
Remember when we went to Arkansas, and those kids were fucking tripping. I thought there was gonna be a fight because so check this out, guys. So we get to a spot and it's overran by just basically some of the not so fast cars and a lot of SUVs and stuff. And they were doing their thing, and we're pulling in, and there's arguments. So they're not letting the race cars park. They're not trying to let us get through the start line. Tensions were high. It was late at night. It was a rough crowd. The second they saw Joe's truck pull around the corner on the trailer, everything stopped, man. I'm talking, one of the guys was like, "Is that Joe? Is that Prime?" And we're like, yeah. Everybody's like, all right, get the fuck out of the way. And just everything. People started moving their shit left and right. Everybody wanted to see that truck get down. That was at the race up there with James Colbert.
Yeah.
And I'll never. I mean, dude, I was like, damn, they liked the truck. I mean, we had never even been there before.
I remember when first Joe went from nitrous to turbos, and we were out testing locally, and Big Booty Judy here, Robert, his tuner, he made a pass. I mean, made a pass, and he come back, and he was all like, "Wow, that was fast. That was, what was that, like 40 pounds of boost?" And Robert goes, "No, that was only on 10 pounds of boost." And he was like, "What?" It was just seeing his face, like he was all wide eyed, and he had the grip, like he's like, "I was having to drive that thing." He goes, I thought it was fixing to let go. It was so fast. And
oh shit!
But it was. And Robert goes, "No, that was just a basic tune. That was just a 10-pound tune or something like that." And
that's on wastegate right there.
Yeah, and he goes, "It wasn't," but he was like, he thought it was like a 500 shot on the nitrous. And he said it felt the same.
Fuck, man.
It was
go ahead. Yeah, I remember we were testing over there. Remember when the laptop took a shit and he was like, "Fuck it, just leave that tune in there." I was like, "Nah, dude, that's like a fucking." It was like at least over 1,000 horsepower. And that was like the shittiest blacktop asphalt road over there by the you know what.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "It'll be fine. I'll just drive right through it." And I'm like, "Whoa, dude, no."
He's seen it too. He didn't. I mean, what most people don't understand, they thought he was a watch out, but his 4-wheel drive setup was, if one wheel is pulling harder, it just keeps pulling. So it might look like he's out of control. He's not really out of control. He's fighting it because it's pulling from one side to the other. So he's actually having to drive the shit out of that truck.
Oh yeah. I remember, and he had a really good rivalry. So I think his best rivalry, I know him and Corey. That was a solid rivalry right there, racing wise. And but I know him and Jeepers. Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, that was every time those two came, they kept drawing each other also. And man, seeing those two race, man.
Yeah.
They were 1-1.
Yeah.
And I mean, in Texas, I think Jeepers won, and then he came here, and then I think Joe won, and then they went back, and then I think over there at that new spot you found, Joe won again, and then Jeepers won. They were going back and forth, man. I mean, you can watch those guys race for 10 minutes straight on video.
Yeah, and they would do it too. I mean, they would come back and hot lap it.
Oh yeah,
let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Yeah, remember at Eagle?
Yeah.
Yeah, and at the other spot too over there.
Yeah.
That one with the bump?
Yeah, they don't care. They're like, well, let's just send it.
Yeah.
And they would race. And him and Jeremy Clark had a little rivalry, and
I remember that too.
Jeremy and Chris and all them guys. and them guys were all them guys. I mean, they were all buddies, and Joe and but so people don't understand about Joe. He was quiet. He was quiet. He kept to himself. But once he warmed up to you, you couldn't get that guy to shut up. He just would not shut. He would not shut up. He would just.
You better have some free minutes.
On. Yeah.
You better have some free minutes. You better have unlimited, man, because whenever he would get so excited about a race, hey man, we're coming up, man. All right, man, sounds good, man. Yeah, man. So, what do you think? How fast? And just he would just get he was so excited to be a part of the racing community. He was so excited. To him, yeah, of course, winning is important, but to him, it was just he wanted to know how close he was to the fastest. He wanted to know how fast he truly was. He wasn't running from competition. He wanted the competition. He wanted the baddest. He wanted the fastest, and he wanted to know where he was. I mean, he lined up with a lot of stupid fast cars, from Ryan Mitchell to Jolene to anybody. I mean, it doesn't matter, to Green Monster to Cody. And him and Cody had a thing going on for a little bit when Cody had the Camaro, and even when he got the Mustang. I mean, yeah, it was just.
Appreciate it, Dragon. Appreciate it.
It's just definitely going to be one of those deals, man, where
I don't know. And Joe, if Joe won, he was more in it for, just like he said, for the aspect of it. He knew he wasn't the fastest. But he wanted to see where he stacked up against the competition.
Oh, dude, he would enter $100 race and then lock in a $500 bet if somebody talks shit. And so he was he would enter $100 buy-in race, and if somebody talks shit, he'll bet $1,000 in a fucking shootout that's not even paying $800.
Yeah,
I mean, if you fucked with him, dude, do you remember that night in Arkansas whenever it was the finals, and he raced? I don't know did he race Apollo in Arkansas?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? And he came up to us and he's like, I want to call out Apollo. And I was like, oh shit. He's like, yeah, man, I think for like $2,000. What do you think? I was like, bro, you need to sit the fuck down.
Yeah. And Jacob was on rails. I mean, Jacob was rolling. And I was like, Joe, I love you to death, but you ain't got nothing for that. I ain't gonna let you spend your money. Just if you want to race him, just go give it to him. I mean, I know it's racing and stuff, but that car, that car puts out almost like 1,800 horsepower. Joe, you're running like 1,200 horsepower.
Yeah, but man, whenever he wanted to find out, dude, he wanted to find out, man. I mean, he wasn't backing down from anyone, Yeah, that truck was badass, dude, and Joe was a badass dude.
Joe versus Jolene.
Yeah, at B&R.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe had the right lane. Jolene had the left lane.
Yeah.
It was like fucking 3:00 in the morning. Damn, that was a good race here in OKC. That was a fucking race, man.
And Joe, I was talking with Mork because he went up there to get a Trailblazer or whatever, and he was hauling a Trailblazer black with the Trailblazer, and something happened, and he broke down, and he needed a place to work on his stuff, and Mort opened up his shop and helped him out, got his stuff going, and them guys kept in touch for a while.
Yeah.
He said, when I talked to Mort, he goes, I just talked to the guy last week, and he was, everything's fine. But I mean, he had it was an accident, a car accident. For the people that don't understand, it was a car accident, and bad shit happens in car accidents. He was not racing. It was, I think it was raining, and it was an accident. So for all you people that have to know the drama, you got to know what happened. Blah blah blah. It was an accident. So there y'all have it. Services will be this Friday at Gateway Park, 750 North Beach Street in Fort Worth, Texas. 6 p.m. is what I've been told. So there's if anybody wants to be added to the services page, you can hit up myself or Dan Lee. Dan Lee is putting the deal on as well. So y'all can do that. I will send you an invite with all the stuff. Bo, only let me send $4.99. I don't know how it all works. Oh,
You have to join the OnlyFans, Bo. If you want to send more.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's right. That's right, Chris. Joe went down to Austin. Joe went down to Austin. Had nitrous set up, and then oh yeah, and actually he was doing race week or the race up in the Speedway, and he was points leader, and he went and won. He pretty much just dominated the class, and then he said, "I'm going to do something different." He goes, "I'm going to go completely from nitrous to turbo in a week," and be damned if he didn't do it. And went out there and still won.
It might have cost the motors, but
yeah,
yeah, dude, that guy was down. I will say, I do plan to make a little tribute, little memorial video for Joe. So for those of you that have been waiting for other races, everything is being put on pause right now, and everything's going to go into this. I'm not going to rush it. Something that I want, it's the first one I did for
near
Joe.
and dear for us.
Yeah, the first one I did for Joe Hunt. It was just something I meant. There was no monetary gain. I used a copywritten song of Johnny Cash, so not a penny was made. It was instantly flagged and unmonetized. I did it because it was the right way to remember him, and that's exactly what I hope and intend to do with Joe. So it's gonna be. I'm just been searching, looking through music, and downloading clips, and I filmed a lot of shit. We filmed a lot of shit. Joe was one of our favorite racers, and if I told you that footage-wise, it could be an hour-long video of Joe, that would be an understatement of just, So it's not something I'm gonna rush. But I'll get to it as soon as I can, or get it as soon as I can.
Yeah. So like I said, 6 p.m. Gateway Park. It's in Fort Worth, 750 North Beach Street, and it's they're going to be doing the memorial services there. I will actually be out of town, but I will be making the trip back up for the services, and then turn around and go right back out of town. So Joe would do it for me, so I'm going to do it for him.
Yeah. Yeah, don't ever say what would Joe do, because you're gonna find yourself getting no fucking sleep and driving a lot. Because don't ever say that. Joe would fucking be there. Joe would.
So bring your race cars if you can. Before we get into it, I want to appreciate people gave me some stars this weekend out in Cali. It was a. We'll get into that. That's a whole deal in itself right there.
Carlos just messaged me and said he's on standby.
Yeah, he messaged me too. Andy Noich, Joseph Adrian, David M. Osteen Jr., Roger Esteen, Brett Alberry, Eric Namber ×2, Dennis Wagner, Andy Judd ×3, says Mona, Travis Skates, Tyler Bell, Gary Latta, Harley. I can't read my own writing here. Anyway, I might have missed some people. I was kind of rushed. So if you sent stars, I appreciate the stars. It helps out with travel and stuff. Helps out with fuel and that Uber ride. That Uber ride for me to and from to the airport. Y'all want to guess? Y'all want to guess how much it cost me? $150. It was 70 one way and 80 coming back. I was like, God dang, maybe I need to get in the Uber business.
Shit.
But it was well worth it. It was a good time this weekend. It was a good time.
Yeah. It was a party.
Do you want to tell people about your flight?
I don't fly. I'll drive. I'd rather drive 16 hours somewhere. How do they say? I'm a true Midwesterner. I'm truly one of those Midwest guys that would rather drive 19 hours than fly for 3 hours. I hate flying. I flew when I was like, last time I flew I was like 11, and this was my first time flying as a grown ass man, and it was fucking scary, dude. Not and I work on planes every single day of my life. If there's one thing working on them and flying on them, it's a completely different thing. I like them when they're on the ground, not 30,000 feet in the air. So, but yeah, I mean, I was if that's where it was going to end for me, at least I did it in the name of street racing. So I took the chance. We got there and it was we had one drop where they hit some turbulence, and yeah, dude, I was pretty pale. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty quiet. Nice.
Was you watching that? Was you watching overhead for the thing to fall out of the
For
ceiling?
the
The
drop,
mask?
man, dude, yeah, it was scary, man. I'm not gonna lie, but to be honest, after flying this weekend, I just want to say that I feel even fucking worse about flying again. I got out and almost kissed the damn ground when I got off that plane, bro. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I know. I saw the YouTube videos. I did everything I could to calm down. I promise. I watched snakes on a plane while we were up there just so I could stay calm. Just realized it's only Hollywood. But nah, it was yeah, it was. No.
But I do want to give a shout out first and foremost to Tim, Nate's brother, for opening up his house for us, and the hospitality, them guys, and Jason and the guys for cooking for us, doing the little barbecue. Happy birthday, Hunter, as well. If y'all didn't see what Hunter got for his birthday, that boy,
no.
that
Don't
boy's
get
right
flagged.
arm, and he's gonna be Popeye on the one arm. It's gonna be. Appreciate it, Ty. Appreciate it. He
Don't
got
get flagged.
he got some Hunter Hustler memorabilia. I'll just say that.
Some Christie toy box fashion.
I'm not.
Who was that guy that let us borrow the truck, man? That dude was cool as hell too.
Eric with Brown's Diesel Service.
That guy.
He was
that guy.
Yeah.
That guy was cool.
But it turned out to be. I'll just go ahead and say it. I'll do the elephant in the room. It was an ass whipping. It was a complete ass whipping. They had how many? 28, 26, 24 cars, something like that.
They had 24 cars with the opportunity to buy back in after first round. So it was 12 races first round. Amazing. 12 amazing fucking races. And then whenever we went to draw chips for round 2, I would imagine maybe 2, 3, maybe 5 cars were going to buy back in. Fuck no. 11 cars buy back in. All cars but 3. So we got to relive first round all over again. Except the cars were even faster now because everybody made the adjustments. And some of the guys that got kicked out first round,
they were fucking moving now.
Yeah. It got fucking good. And it was crazy because, by the end of round 1.5 or round second chance, we had already seen 12 races for first round at 24 cars. And then say another, 8, 10 races. I mean, I think we saw a total maybe what did we say, 40 races?
Before
40,
we got out of first round, it was 12. I think there was 11 or 10 races in a bye. So there was 23 or 22 races in a bye because we called it round 1 and then round 1.5 is what we called it. So there was 20, almost 20 something races before even we got into the second round.
Yeah. It was no cops.
And that road, no cops.
No. It was beautiful.
And that place actually is legit, people. That's their old school spot. The Foo, I think they call it the Foo. And
Willie's.
Yeah, Willie's and tight.
Narrow.
I'm going to say this: a very tight, narrow road. but and there was even the finish line guy. I mean, he was pretty much every race at the end. He was having to double check his video because I mean, he was watching the video and then I mean, there were some races that there weren't very many races that was less than a car length. So
Yep.
I mean, they were getting down. They were moving. They were
He was
freaking
working
rolling.
overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to go to the finish line a lot. So it was really, really good racing, man. Badass cars. I was digging that Supra. That LS Supra was dope, and
Yeah,
Carlos.
Billy's car.
Yeah, dude, that Supra
We'll
is legit.
hit some video or some pictures right now.
Oh yeah,
It was Nate and that Love.
yeah, that Love was fast.
That nicest car probably out there.
That 55.
Yeah, that thing was freaking just nasty.
Yeah,
Nitrous car.
legit, man.
That was the semifinals.
And look at the dust on that road, guys. It wasn't just like it wasn't like a racetrack sticky good. It was dusty. It was, see right there, you can see there's a little bit more rubber down, and on the other pic you can see how dusty it was.
But,
yeah, see, look at the tracks on the ground. Look how, see, it would come and go. Like it would be one way. It's yeah. That was a damn good race. The F body shootout, F body challenge, like face off.
Yeah, yeah. I think that was like a half a car at the stripe.
Yeah, there was big money on that race too. I think $1,000.
They were side betting on every race out there. Every race there was a side bet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's Carlos's Nova. Stickers. Stickers is the name of the Nova.
Stickers?
Yeah, because that's not even a front grille, those are just stickers.
Oh yeah?
yeah. yeah.
And Carlos ended up edging out Nate in My Little Pony.
Yep. That was a race, man.
Yeah. There's that F body. They're both wheels up. Look at that.
Perfect. Taking off together.
Yeah. There's Billy's car again. But you killed it on these shots here, brother.
Dude, I was trying, man. I was trying to film and snap pictures and shoot S&Q. Yeah.
What and the guys in the Midwest, it's been a while since they've seen this car.
Oh man, OG Anonymous.
Yep.
Man. Yeah. That car, it holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah, Fabian, he's just barely getting seat time on it. So. But once he gets some seat time on it and starts learning the tricks and stuff, he'll be a wheeling guy here.
Oh yeah.
That Blazer's pretty sketchy and fast.
Very. Yeah, I would like to see that Blazer and Joker throw at it.
Yeah,
that'd be a good race.
There he is again. I think he jumped the first race. I'm not sure. I can't remember. There's that guy you almost murdered right there holding the inside of it.
I want you to know that I apologize. I messaged him today to see if he was okay, to let him know that I am terribly sorry.
Did he send you a picture of his neck brace?
He said the ride home was terrible. Like he said that he was. I'm serious, dude. I was filming. I was putting a GoPro and I wanted to get a picture of the burnout. So I took off running, came around the corner, and he was pouring some pimp juice down. And right as he was standing up, I should have sent you that video, bro.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand.
No, but Nate's nephew,
Ryan.
Dude, he got it perfectly, and dude, it just looked like I looked like Warren Sapp just popping him right on the line, dude. Bro, it was bad, dude. I mean, I'm serious, guys. I fucking injured a man, and he's twice my size, but he was coming up at the right angle. I'll send you that video. Oh, dude, that right there. Yeah, I'm digging it, bro. Yeah.
And the Foo.
That guy right there, man, that's the man of the hour right there. That guy right there made it all possible, too.
Yeah.
Wheels up.
And Here's the man with the money, with the moolah. Here, I'll show it. Hold on. Moolah. That right there.
Woo!
Look at that, Carlos. Look at that
Damn.
right there.
I got
There he
that
is.
deposit,
You already spent
There
it?
he is.
pretty much before winning it.
What's up, buddy?
You're a winner right there, people.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you. It was a blast having you guys out here, man. You guys do an amazing job.
Thank
We
you.
try to have a. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Brett said he was crying all the way home, Richard.
Dude, I'm so fucking sorry, guys. I'm fucking sorry. I'm sorry.
I see that go up, and I was like, oh, shit. And he's like, oh, I'm like, he just killed him. He just killed him. No, he didn't. He's getting up. He's getting up.
Man, Carlos, how's it feel, bro?
Feels good, man. You know, been working on that thing. We put a big block on that car, and it's been challenging. We finally got a hand on it. Start controlling the power that thing makes, and well, show what the car is capable of. You know.
There was definitely a lot of progress between the first time I seen it in Arizona and seeing it this time. It was more controlled, it was more efficient, it was quicker, and those A to B passes were, in Arizona you were fighting it a little bit more. Maybe it was the road, I'm not sure,
No, it was trying to control the power on that damn thing, not knowing. I mean, the difference between the small block and the big block, you are 2 pounds of boost. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's not the same. You pull 1 degree of timing versus 2 degrees of timing. I mean, you gotta pull 10 degrees of timing versus 2 on the small block.
So this was your first time on this is the bigger motor on this race versus last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And on the small tires, yes, it was the second race on the bigger motor. The first one was in Arizona.
Okay.
Nathan took me out there, and it was the third race. The first race on that motor actually was on the fastest in America on big block.
Oh, okay.
So it's easier on the big tire. You can let it be, you can fucking throw some power on that.
Yeah.
Be happy, with the 28-10-5, you better know what you're doing and better be ready for a ride. I mean,
especially with the water burnout. Was that kind of sketchy? Well, I know that the pictures are misleading on the. Everybody thinks it's a ton of rubber, but it's asphalt for one, and it's water burnout too.
Yep. And it's dusty.
Yeah, and it's dusty. 3.
Yep, dirty.
And it's a little bit bigger than a sidewalk. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got probably, I want to say, 18 inches between the center line and the edge of the road.
Yeah.
You see the videos, man. I mean, we're crossing. We're on the dirt all the time, I
got a video. I got a video over here of you and Billy here. We'll play it here.
Yeah, you're right there, from the edge of the road, and it's dirt.
Yeah.
When I race, pretty much every race, I'm drifting. I'm drifting on the finish line.
Yeah. Well, that's where the power's coming in too.
Oh yeah. I mean, you gotta baby that thing, and then you let it be up there. And it's like, oh shit, hold on.
Yeah. And here's your race against Alec, which was a pretty good race, I think, until I think Alec might have hit the scramble, and because you were right there. So here we'll go ahead and play it.
Listen. That was
So, yeah.
right.
Yeah, and y'all both got it drifted off in the end. I look like your boys hollering at you, give you a little shout out.
Yeah.
But Alec ended up hitting the cone. I think it didn't matter. I think he was still out in front of him a little bit. But that was a pretty good race. I think pretty much all the races out there were pretty much legit.
For every racer out there, brother. You know, everybody out there was putting work. Everybody was fast. Everybody was a competitor out there. You know, it was not dogs out there. Every race, it was a close race, man. You know, I got lucky enough that I got the tune up on point and drove the fuck out of that thing, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
You know,
and you got the cash too.
Oh yeah. Plus,
you can get yourself a battery, bro.
I got brand new batteries.
We have to give you a little bit of shit.
I guess something happened on one of the wires that the batteries wasn't charging or something, and I'm on the line. And I'm like, "What the fuck happened here?"
Yeah, because your guy he plugs in the charger, and I'm filming, and I'm kind of glanced down, and he plugs it in, and the green lights are all full, and he looks at me, and I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me, and I'm like, "Hey, I think it's good," and he's like, "It can't be," and I'm like, "Man, something's wrong," because they went instantly back to full again.
Yeah, because we have the two batteries, right? And the power goes from one battery to the car and ignition and all that stuff, and the other one just piggyback it.
Reserve.
Yeah. So the wires merging the two batteries together, they were shit. So we just put the cables on the other battery and make the pass.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was cool, you know. I was stressing a little bit there. We're in the semifinals. And I'm like, shit, I can't lose like this.
Did you go out first round?
I lost first round. Yeah, I red-lidded it.
So you lost first round.
Yep.
You bought back in. You went through the rounds. You fought through the issues of a battery. You overcame that. You won your round, and you went on to win it.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of obstacles, and you were able to get through it all.
And the day before, the shaft of my fuel pump took a shit. No test passes at all on the car. On the way there, my truck took a shit.
Oh.
You know, he's like, luckily one of the fellow racers, he was driving by, he's like, "Hey, I think it's Carlos or Billy out there," you know, and he turned around and stopped and told my ass to the races, and I left my truck on the side of the road and shit.
Oh, damn.
Oh, man, I went through hell, but here we are, you know, hard work pays off.
Well, you got enough money to fix it now.
Yeah.
So that's why he said the money's already spent. So yeah,
that money is gone a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. But man, what a weekend, man. Like I said, you guys are amazing, man. Nate and his team did an amazing job putting all this together, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So did after the first race, did the road come around any, or was it pretty much the same all the way throughout?
The thing is, you go through the first round, and then there's a breeze, and there's so much dirt out there that you start all over. You know, it was pretty much. After the first round, I did not touch the tuna because you're not gaining anything out there.
Oh yeah.
Whenever we did first round, when we came back, a guy drove straight down the dirt and then decides, I don't want to park here. I want to park at the start line, and drives the dirt straight across both the fucking lanes. So I was out there sweeping, and I got so fucking mad that I don't know if you noticed, but me and Chris would run out there every time after we draw chips, and we would put both of the fuel tanks and then the step ladder and completely fucking block off the road. Yeah. Because when people would start coming back, everybody wanted to park at the start line and drag all that shit across the start line. So we would block off the road completely until the first car came, and then we would move everything out of the way.
I started screaming. I was helping Mark out there, my friend Mark, Ranchero Mark, do a burn up and stuff. And people start walking from outside the road in front of the lines. I'm like, guys, what the fuck, dude? I'm trying to keep these guys alive. Get the fuck out of the road, dude.
Man,
and even I would walk all the way out of the dirt. I would walk all the way past the burnout and then
Yeah.
come in and stomp my feet and drag my feet and then
Yeah.
walk down the center. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just common sense. People don't think about shit like that. They
Yeah,
don't
they
think about
never-
dragging their dirt through.
We're not dealing with 500 horsepower out there. I mean, all these racers out there, we're hauling ass, dude. I mean, we're trying to put as much as this we can on the ground, and
Yeah.
we need every bit of that rubber that we can use, you know. And
Yeah.
we got some telephone posts right there on the left side.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you go
was not gonna
sideways,
mention it, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's dangerous, man.
yeah,
So-
and yeah, and whenever somebody does a burnout, you know, and whenever they track mud, dirt, grass, dirt, even if they step on it, it
Mhm.
contaminates.
Contaminate.
It contaminates what you just did, and it breaks that. So every time I see somebody do a burnout, and then I see people in their crew, and they want to go to the surface, they want to put their foot on it, put their foot on it, put their foot on it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Get out of there.
Did you make the situation better in any kind of way? I mean, what the fuck are you doing? You know, he does
Yeah.
the burnout. Leave it alone. It is what it is. Let him get back.
Yep.
Because when you're sitting there touching and stomping on it, what are you doing? I mean, you're not. The burnout's done. You can't do another one, and the tune is already in the car. So what can you possibly change?
Nothing.
You know,
Get out of the lines. Let it be.
it's go time. It's go time.
Yeah. That was crazy,
Yeah.
man. But man, what a weekend, man. I'm still smiling over, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'd be smiling too if I had. Oh, let me get back to the picture. If
Right.
wait, if I had them racks right there.
Yeah.
There's over
Yep.
13,000, right?
Yep. A little bit over 13,000 plus all the side bets I was doing. I was betting between $5,000 and $1,000 each race.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, even my son Chris, because what I do, even my side bets, when I win, my team wins. You know,
Yeah.
they get a portion of that money because they're out there long nights, putting up the word, looking for the best. So every penny I win, they get a portion of that, right? So I give some money for even my son, and they were betting all that money. So all of my team, all the 530 team, man, big props to my team, man. NorCal 530, badass team we have, man. Fucking support from money, parts, anything that it takes.
Yeah.
And they all make money, you know. They were making thousands out there.
And can you look when you're look at the road there?
Yeah, dusty.
Look at, yeah, and we were looking at the difference between say like that road that I mean there's a bunch of rubber, but this right here, y'all didn't. There's a bunch of dust and shit all through there, and that's why I think both of y'all kind of went kind of off because there wasn't really a groove there, even after the burnout. There wasn't really a groove there. So, but y'all were still moving, even out of the groove. Y'all were both freaking moving.
Yeah, it was a good race. He's kind of probably going into an area with low service.
Yeah, that's a Cali service. That's that Cali service.
Man,
Put another quarter in the There's a couple more videos. A couple more videos here. We'll play a video. Maybe it'll kick back on. That love, I don't know what I know it was nitrous powered, but that love, that thing moved.
Was he who was the guy that was on a W tire?
I'm not
Was it
sure.
the love?
I'm not sure. I think Nate would know. He
Yeah,
said he'll be here in about 10 minutes or so.
Oh, okay.
We'll give a shout out to his sponsors too that pitched in the Browns Diesel. They gave some tires, Napa. They hooked it up. That's Tim's business there. Devil's Glue with some prep and some shirts and a hat, and Frankenstein. People don't know about Frankenstein. Y'all must be like, y'all must be out and y'all don't know anything about the what's going on. Speaking of Nate, maybe Carlos will come back too. Maybe he'll get better little signal.
Hey,
Hey, I know where you are.
I got my brother here too. Hey boys,
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
going on?
Oh.
The bed and breakfast keeper.
Y'all eating flay-tails?
Actually, hold on. Oh, yeah, Daddy.
Wow.
I'm thinking about you guys too while I'm doing that. By the way,
I like to thank Tim and Nate and all them guys, and Jason and all them guys for feeding us and rooming us, and Nate for taking us to the airport, even though he cried about it the whole time.
twice. 4 o'clock in the morning for that little fucker in the middle for Tricky D. Does that stand for Tricky Dick?
Yeah.
And then once again for you at 10. Oh man, I was wrecked. Trinity's still laughing. What a dickhead.
Yeah, he said he wasn't going to come back out at all. He said, I went over there and said, what's going on? He said, oh man, I want to get some of them fillet tails tomorrow. I said, oh, so you're going to go home, go back to bed? He said, oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do anything yesterday. I was out.
They put me on this little bitty plane. One of them. It wasn't even a big plane. It was like one of them American Eagle things. And me and the guy that I was sitting next to, for some reason they picked the two biggest guys to sit them right next to each other on this plane. And luckily, it was only like an hour flight to Phoenix, and the plane was late actually. And actually, when I walked up to catch my second flight, they were loading my gate, so I walked straight in, and I'm like, all right, so we're good.
No layover.
The short
No,
flight.
wasn't no layover. It's like haul ass to the they're already loading. All right, here we go.
Yeah, no breaks. The short flights are the scary ones.
Yeah, because they're usually in them little planes and they fucking jump around
Yeah,
all over the place.
You end up in the little pot of little short. Hey man, I just want to say just real quick, 'cause I'm gonna have to get off of here. But Nate, thank you so much for the opportunity. Thanks for flying us out there, and gorgeous Nova to your brother, dude. Absolutely gorgeous Nova.
That's my nephews. That's Ryan. That's your second camera guy.
Yeah,
That's your Cali camera guy is Ryan Duff. He was
dude,
the
that guy
MVP
did
right there.
an amazing job. I looked at him and I said, if you can work this camcorder, I can take some pictures. He said, okay. And I look at the video. He filmed. I expected him to fuck up the first 3 races, just completely take a shit on him, right? Blair Witch Project stuff. And he hands me back this footage, and I'm like, God damn, this is not bad at all. And then he said,
and it helps. It helps that he's 6'10".
yeah, it's like an elevator shot. Normally I'm filming everybody. Normally I'm filming everybody's fucking nostrils, because I'm like fucking 5'4", just looking up at the world. But this guy was like a damn crane. And then I tell him, I was like, you're doing a really good job. And he said, oh, I watch your videos all the time, man, so I know what you're looking for. And I was like, wow.
Did the video come out pretty good? The stuff look good?
Yeah.
Good.
It looks really good.
Yeah,
I did a few little pointers here and there, but anything I told him, he quickly adapted and learned. And he wasn't, he was fast on the learning process, So big shout out to him for stepping up and helping with everything. That allowed me to take pictures and allowed us to mount GoPros. We wouldn't have been able to put GoPros if it wasn't for him. So
that's awesome.
Again, big thank you, Nate, for taking good care of us, and your family and your friends made us feel like we live there. And they even had a loaner and fed us and a place to sleep.
That's the way you guys make me feel when I go out there. So it's the least that we can do.
Oh man, we appreciate it. It's obviously.
Honestly, that's what friends do, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You could have got anybody else to flag it and anybody else to film it, but you got us down there, and it means a lot.
I want to throw this out there. I really hope, and for me, I'm always humble when I get to race with you guys, but I really hope that all the guys that were in the shootout really know the opportunity that they had to race Limpy Cash Days. First off, I mean, he's the OG of Cash Days. All these other make-believe motherfuckers, they ain't real. Limpy started it. It's his deal. Anything that says Cash Days should have Limpy attached to it. Period. End of story. So for these West Coast guys to get that, the guys that can't travel like I do, because I'm retarded and I'll
Like to
just
drive?
yeah, I like to drive and blow shit up in New Mexico. But you know, for those guys that can't make these drives, man, I really hope that they really grasp what they got to be a part of, because it's not going to happen very often in the West Coast. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, the first one in Arizona was epic. Hey, there's that guy right there. The first one in Arizona, yeah, the first one in Arizona was epic, and going into this one, I was like, "There's no way it's gonna be better than the first one," because the first one, it was dope. It had people from everywhere, a good road, no cops. It was awesome. And then this one, it was even better, plus a buy-in, plus daytime on a badass road with no cops and dope-ass fast cars. I was like, God damn.
Yep.
I mean,
Ditches and power poles.
Ditches and power poles, little sketchy.
Yeah.
Oh, dogs on the big end. Dogs
Right,
on the
with
big
dogs,
end.
with dogs running out on the big end.
Dogs playing Frogger on the big end.
Yeah, man, it was awesome. I'm glad that the rest of the world, the rest of the small tire world, can see that we're not a bunch of window licking fucktards over here. We get down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
And for big money too.
And
For
pretty
big
much
money.
all the, I think there was a couple races that either something happened, the
Right.
nitrous didn't kick on, and this and that, the other, but pretty much all the races were pretty much
Badass.
were yeah. Oh, here's Carlos. Let's see, get Carlos back on. Oh,
Oh man,
yeah,
he's gonna
he must
need a
be.
big. He's gonna need a bigger screen, bro, to get that head in there. Like right now, like for next week, dude. Like, we're gonna need to give the whole thing.
All right. Mm.
Maybe he'll get some good signal. You dick.
Damn it, dude.
Oh, it's still good too.
Can I have Jason Uber me some?
Yeah.
Fly me in some.
We'll have to do.
Oh.
We're thinking about doing another. We're thinking about doing another one with a little more notice. But at and we still need to talk to the owner at the place that we race at called Eagle Field. And we want to see if we can get, you know, something big, where we get some Midwest guys to come out here. But you know, we gotta plan it right. And that one we can advertise because it's not illegal. I mean, it's on an airstrip, so we can advertise it. And you know, we'd love to have you guys back out here. I won't have anybody other than a couple of people film our events, and you know, you guys are always there. So
Yeah.
Might live in Norway. That's good stuff.
I was going to ask Carlos. So you raced Carlos in the, what was it, the next to the semifinals?
Fourth round.
Yeah, and y'all's race were pretty close.
Yeah, also, right.
It was back and forth. I think I 60'd him a little bit. Got on the tire a little bit sooner than he did. Then he went around me, put a car on me actually, and then I drove back to like his front fender. We were right there across the finish line.
Yeah,
I'd have to look at the actual video, but that's kind of what I remember. They were both on the tire. They were both fucking trying to swap lanes. We both almost swapped lanes at the finish line. So, you know, we were all in. But I mean, I saw it was funny, and I'm going to give him props because you know it's competitive between us. But Carlos is a good dude. I like Carlos a lot. He works hard. He's very humble. And When we raced, right before we raced, I ran the little love truck.
Yeah, I showed the video of that. That little
Right.
love truck moves.
Yeah, and I was behind the love, and he was talking to Carlos after the race, and I saw Carlos say, "Don't worry, man, that car's fucking fast." So it's nice to see that people recognize what we're doing, and they recognize that what we're doing is fast, and it's cool to be recognized by others that run fast shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
And y'all didn't disappoint all day long. It was nail biter all the way through.
Right.
Car, dude.
Right.
Thanks.
And you know what? I loved it. That was fucking water because the road stayed consistent all day. Like the road was good all day long.
Yeah.
There he
Water
is.
burn, that's it.
That's the OG right there.
The man.
That's Tony's car.
So did y'all have any problem seeing my light out there?
Fuck no, man. I still see black dots. That shit is bright, man. But it's not as bad during the day, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There it is. See, there she is. There's my girl. Oh, so did somebody watermark her?
Yeah, slapped it right on there.
So, you need to send me those little ones. Can you send me those little ones and I'll put them next to the Bully Tuned ones?
Yeah, I fucked up. I should have brought them with me on this trip, dude. That would have been something real small. I could have brought and handed them out to everybody.
Yeah.
I'll send you some cash.
I was just so nervous.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got the new shirts coming out.
What's that?
I got the new shirts coming out, so I'm gonna send you a care package with the new shirts and decals for you, your nephew, the guy that let us borrow his truck, your brother. I'm gonna need a list of sizes, so I'm gonna send a little care package out.
Right, I need to send you guys some Z Unit stuff too. I forgot to give you some before you left.
Oh yeah, it was rough, dude. I was happy just to get a ride. I was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, that was the shortest goodbye I've ever gotten, dude. When we got there, you're like, all right, man, get the fuck out of my truck.
Right?
You too? You too? He pulled up. I don't even think he slowed down.
Dude,
I don't think he slowed down.
Whenever you get out of somebody's car, you always do that half turn, that little short look back. You're like, let me make sure I got everything.
I was already out. Man, I'm tired.
I was like, fuck it, he'll ship it if we forgot it. Let's go.
What people don't understand, I fly into Cali, straight shot. I'm a little early. So I call Nate because Nate was supposed to pick me up. No answer. I call
Fabio.
Prospect, Transylvania.
Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah. And he didn't answer. So I called him again. He's like, I sent him a message. Says, Nate's supposed to pick me up, right? He goes, yeah. But we were out till 4:00 in the morning testing. I'm like, shit. So he's like, I can come get you, but I'm 45 minutes away. I'm like, well, shit. All right. So I was like, well, I'm sitting there smoking right next to the no smoking sign in Cali.
No mask on.
Yeah, with no mask on.
Right.
And then Ryan texted me and said, let me know when your plane lands. I'm going to come get you. I said, well, I'm here. And I sent him a picture of where I was at. He's like, okay, I'm supposed to come get you. I'm like, oh. So then Fabian calls me back, said, I'm fixing to leave the house. I'm being on my way. I just got out of the shower. I was like, oh, don't worry about it. Ryan's supposed to come get me. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot to tell them. There was a lot going on, man.
Yeah. He forgot to tell people a lot of things this weekend.
I'm sorry.
It's a lot putting on from these motherfuckers, huh?
Right. It is. I got to babysit 25 or 30 egos and make sure that everybody's happy and everybody's paid and everybody knows where to go. And then we had the barbecue the day before. And then
which was excellent.
Yes. No excuses. I should do better.
Everybody's shit.
And then I feel bad. I forgot my main squeeze on Sunday night when we went to eat dinner, which was Alex. We forgot to tell him that we were going out. So
oh boy.
He felt used. He felt like a girl when she gets ghosted.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you straight up, you really fucked up on that because that guy he was gonna buy us dinner at Arizona when he won, and then he told us he was gonna buy us dinner at this one. That's two fucking dinners, man. Alec, I'm sending a PayPal link, bro. Don't worry, I got you.
That's Nate's fault. That's that
Yeah,
guy's fault over there.
I'll take it. I'm sorry. I fucked up.
And they proud of their beef up there in California. I got the bill and I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
Yeah.
God dang.
Yeah, but at least we got to sit down and eat.
Yeah,
Hey, yeah.
that is true. We weren't at McDonald's.
Yeah, we got
Richard
to
would say, Le McDonald's.
we got to be treated like human beings again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come to Texas, we're open 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit, Joseph.
Yeah, but what an experience, man. I mean, going to Cali was in my bucket list for a long time.
I know.
I'm glad I got to go there, but I need to go a little bit further south.
I know.
Here we go.
And next time you come, I will take you to Compton and 135th in Maine.
Yes.
We know.
Even if we go by there and I take a selfie and I lick the ground, I lick the rubber.
Well,
lick it
next time what we'll do is we'll fly you into LA and I'll just pick you up there.
Oh, I heard LA's bad.
Shit.
I heard LA's bad.
Well, I mean, you want to go to Compton, don't you?
I know, but I'm talking the airport is bad.
Why? It can't be any worse than that ghetto ass shit Fresno.
No, Fresno, you're like in and out of that mofo like 10 steps and you're out the door.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dude, Dallas was pretty bad.
Emmanuel, let's go to Compton. You can pose next to the sign topless. Oh man.
I'm down.
That would be interesting.
That'd be worse. That's OnlyFans starter up right there, dude. That's
right.
Fucking...
You got it right on your chest though, like at a football game, but it needs to say Limpy Cash Days.
There you go.
We got to throw dollar bills at you too.
Maybe I can sticker is there a street sign or something? Maybe I can put a sticker on it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, man, I just want to say that I'm so humbled that you guys. I mean, it's been like 3.5 or 4 years since I first came out there, and like I was telling Richard, the first time we kind of met, I don't know, I felt like he was against me and like trying to set me up for some shit, and then it's just the way he is. He's just so happy and just wants to fucking see badass racing. And now I know that, and I've known that now for about 3 years, and I'm so humbled that I'm your friends, and that whenever I go out there, I make a phone call and boom, I'm fucking taken care of. And so anytime that I can return the favor to you guys or fucking bring you guys out here, I mean, it's done. You don't even have to say thanks. It's done. So
yeah, it's fun.
Oh, and I'm sorry, Nate, that I didn't let you know that I landed. It was a rush hour traffic, and it was a motherfucker get home, and
it's all right. I checked on you.
And when I got home, I had to deal with dog stuff and the old lady stuff. So
yeah.
Oh, white girl's in the house.
Oh, there she is.
And I'd like to thank thanks to his wife for hooking us up with some food for some lunch.
Oh, dude, she saved our life, man.
And Emmanuel, I think they got Emmanuel with some pizza. I think they brought some pizza.
His wife brought pizza out.
Yeah. Dude, that was the best sandwich and the best pizza I've ever had in my fucking life, or I was that fucking hungry, dude. I mean, that sandwich was like a pack of smokes in the slammer, dude. It wasn't just a sandwich. It was that was the real deal out there, you know. I was like, whoo. That was good, man.
It was definitely good times. So
I will have a video of the race. It'll be a little bit because right now I got to focus on the Joe Hunt Memorial deal.
Yep.
But I will have a video. Huh?
Watson.
Joe Watson.
Oh, Joe Watson. Sorry. Oh, I thought you kept saying Watson. I was like, what are we watching? No, I'm sorry, guys. I haven't slept, dude. I mean, I've been at work since 4 a.m. But on the Joe Watson video, so it'll be on the 660, and then we got some pictures. For those racers that haven't seen them yet, I guess there was a few of them that didn't know, but we got pictures on the page. I guess like Bill and Carlos didn't know, but they're on there.
Hmm.
All right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. You guys make
There's your
out.
winner right there, people. We'll cover up Nate right there. We'll cover up his,
Eating.
we'll cover up his I can see you down there eating, so that's why I got this going.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a awesome weekend. Awesome. I mean, from the barbecue, from Hunter's Gifts.
All right. Oh, the gifts were great.
Yeah.
I
And
don't know, man. I just felt like we needed to come together as California. I mean, so many times North hates South, Central hates North, North hates Central. Like, we're all just doing the same thing. And I think my goal was to bring everybody together for the barbecue so that we can hang out as like just normal people and not hate each other.
some guy wanted to send you a shirt with some Pringles juice on it.
I think he's from Arizona.
Tyler Bell.
Yeah.
I'll give you a shirt with some
With some
Pringles.
Pringles on it. All right.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
So the road, as I was showing pictures earlier, the road's tight, real tight.
Very.
And but I was showing the difference between that has some rubber on it, but then for the semifinals, they didn't have nothing. And that was actually before their burnout, but still you can actually see the difference in the rubber versus as it got going on. And even there you can see that 55, right. Man, that thing's beautiful.
Right. Yeah, it's a neat car.
Okay. What?
The pictures aren't changing for me.
Oh, they're not? You might be Wi-Fi'd out. You see that one? Oh, he's got to come back. That'll give us a time to let y'all know where we'll be. As here, we'll be here, and then here as well. We got the War in the Woods, the May 8th, and then the following weekend we'll be here. And then into this next month we'll be there, starting at the finish line, running. It's a quarter-mile track. We'll be starting at the 8 mile mark as well. We'll bring this eater back on, rubbing it in my face here.
It's good, man.
I know it's good. I think I ate about 4 pounds of it.
Well, we had 45 pounds of meat. I bought 45 pounds of meat for everybody.
And I probably ate 4 pounds of it at least. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, I was feeling I had the meat sweats, that's for sure.
I didn't have a problem because I'm on that keto and meat is a part of the keto.
There you go.
So the buyback, we wasn't expecting so many cars to buy back, but
I was.
We were expecting maybe 4 or 5, but that's why we had to go round 1 and then we had round 1.5.
5, yeah.
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 Because pretty much everybody bought back in, but like 3 cars, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because the pot originally was like 9,500, I think. And then with all the buybacks, it ended up being like 13 and some change, 13.5, I think.
Yeah. So it was a pretty good payday.
Yes, it was. Congratulations to the 530 guys. They brought their game, that's for sure. I haven't won not one of my own shootouts. It's awesome.
Maybe you should let somebody else put one on and then you just enter it.
Those I win.
Well, I know that.
I don't put in.
Maybe you can do one up there and don't do it and have somebody else do it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. Then people can't say that I'm trying to cheat them or anything.
Yeah.
So
it was a good turnout. A lot of quick cars. There wasn't no ducks.
no, there wasn't. There wasn't. There was a lot of cars that could have won the shootout, honestly. Alex's car was, I mean, obviously it made it to the finals. And that car was riding all day long. Marcio's car was fast. The 530 cars were fast. That nitrous F body fucking hauled ass.
Yeah, when him and
Alex.
Yeah.
That was a good race. Somewhere. That was a good race. That little white 240, for a nitrous car, that thing gets it, man. That one. I think the little love truck with some more time on it. It's going to be definitely a player. So there was a lot of cars, in my opinion, that could have won. The Mustang, that's actually my old car. That used to be toothless, and then Jordy bought it from Steezy and changed a whole bunch of stuff to it. And that car's riding. There's Anonymous. I mean, dude, the field was stacked, honestly. There was a bunch of mid 5-second cars getting down that fucked up road. So, yep, Mean Green with the Pontiac. That's Pontiac powered too.
Yeah.
So, a lot of quality cars, man. It was nice to see all the quality. So, I'm super pumped for that. Like, it's cool that everybody's stepping their game up and bring fast shit. There it is. And then a big thanks to Marcio at TCS Suspension for doing that badass trophy for us.
Yeah.
That trophy's sick.
Yeah. And then you had your sponsors.
Yes. So we had Hogan's Land Clearing and Brown's Diesel came through with the tires. We got some stuff from Forced Inductions. Jose out there, he's my turbo sponsor. Frankenstein, they sent us some stuff. They sponsor all my cylinder head and top end stuff. Super good guys. Junior out there always takes care of me. Anytime anybody needs anything from them, just give them a call and tell them that I sent you. Or you can call me direct. And then Nick with Devil's Glue, he sponsored a gallon of prep for the winter. And some shirts and sent a candle and a keychain and he does a lot for us through where he works, and then obviously the Devil's Glue stuff. So Nick's definitely a big part of our program. So always want to say thanks to Nick. So he always definitely goes above and beyond to help us. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And we love his prep. It works great. So.
But y'all didn't use it on this one. Y'all used.
No, we did not. We used good old water. I heard somebody was using lemonade for a little bit, or swamp water or something.
Let's see, Carlos.
Okay. No. Yeah. They got internet issues. Hold on. Man, that's good. Hold on. See that? Oh, you fucker.
What happened? What happened right there? That was a good race right there.
You kicked me out.
Yeah. Carlos. Maybe he's in maybe they're a bad Wi-Fi area out there.
Right.
They're not a good signal. It's probably because so many people live in California that they're hogging up all the bandwidth.
I go to my.
Oh,
hey, there's the winner right there.
No, he's hung up.
Maybe.
No, he's hung up.
Oh well. Was he on earlier?
Yeah, he came on, talked for a bit. I was going to ask him about the sponsors and stuff and all that good stuff.
Did you bring Alex on?
No.
Yeah, we need to bring Alex on, man. He went to the finals. You want me to text him?
You can. I'll send him a link on Facebook.
Get on
maybe.
Live.
Oh. Carlos.
So,
I think Alex is going to be mad that. Oh, here, try this one. Oh, wait. Can you hear me now?
nope,
Oh. Can you hear me now?
nope.
I can see him. I just can't. He's not moving.
Yeah, he froze again.
Where's this one race? Oh, here's a good race right here. We'll play. I mean,
That was a good race.
pretty much all the races were within a car, so I mean there weren't no blowouts at all.
Agreed. Yep. Yep. And then we give Prospect a damn bye, and he fucking blows it. Doesn't leave on the kit.
Yeah, and then he pulled Alec.
Yep. That sledgehammer.
Yeah,
The problem child.
y'all raced each other quite a bit.
A lot.
This right.
Well, I'll tell you what. Poor Marcio got me twice, and then we traded amongst a group so that Marcio didn't have to race me again. So that's why Steven and I raced.
Yeah.
So
and then you put the I'm going to put a tune in it to knock your wheel sensor out.
right, and
Did
he put the tune in my crew to not hold me straight to do a burnout, so I got dirt all over my tires. It was a shit show, man. That race, honestly, I crossed the finish line, and all I'm thinking to myself is, man, we got lucky, because there ain't no sleeping on white girl. That car fucking runs, and like, you know, it sucked because, you know, honestly, his car probably would have made a better pass than me if I didn't, you know, if we would have made a clean pass together, because I spun, I had to pedal it.
Yeah,
so
and he was rolling too. He treated you.
He did. Well, actually,
you.
we left together, and then he just 60-footed me. I spun.
Yeah, and then it just fell on his face at like 100 feet or 150 feet or so. It just fell on his face.
Yeah. Yep. So, like I said, I got lucky. Sometimes that's how it is in street racing. You get luck. Sometimes you catch it. So, so then, you know, for us, I didn't have any data. I should have just left the car alone from the first pass, because it was a fucking rocket ship the first pass, and I shouldn't have touched it. I should have just left the fucker alone. But
yeah, I asked Carlos about did the road seem like it was coming around any, or was it pretty much the same all the way throughout? He said it was pretty much the same all the way throughout. He had the same tune in it.
Yeah. You know, we went fast our first pass. Like, we were fast, and you know, it was hook. So I was like, well, we can put some more power in it right here, and then it was just, we were on the tire, and then I didn't know if it was from that badass burnout we did against Steven. So then I had really no data second round. So then third round come around, I raced that Love, and I did the same thing, and luckily I was able to squeak by him on the big end. So then against Carlos, I just kind of guessed a little bit, and I basically took between first round and third round, and I kind of blended them together, and I should have just stuck the first round tune-up back in it. It was fast. But you know, I knew he was going to be fast. I knew I was going to have to make a hit to beat him. So, you know, sometimes that's the name of the game. Definitely can't win them all. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So,
but you had fun trying, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I think the more reps you do, the easier it gets. The more comfortable you are in your car. Carlos hasn't raced in a while. He's been so busy with work. So it was good to see him out there. And then a big shout out to Marcio for stopping, turning around, and going and saving Carlos on the side of the freeway when his truck died. because if
Yeah.
it wasn't for Marcio, I don't think Carlos would have made it to the shootout. So, way to go, Marcio, for helping a fellow
Appreciate it.
racer in need. That was awesome, man. That's. I mean, I really would like for everybody to feel that, you know, at least the group that I ride with, which is me, Steven, Marcio, Alex, Fabian. Those 5 cars are small tire cars. We would, you know, do whatever we could to help anybody in need. So, and I think that's the way it should be. So,
Yeah.
and it, you know, it showed when Marcio went back and got him. So he saw him on the side of the freeway, got off the next exit, went back, and, you know, hitched up, and they were vamonos, and they made it to the shootout. So that was badass.
Yeah.
So way to go, Marcio. So
Appreciate it.
yeah, for sure. So and then, you know, we've got, and I've said it before, we've got such a badass group of guys that go with us to help us, that make us look like we're superstars, when really, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be. I mean, our crews are awesome. So, and you know, they switch flip flop back and forth between teams, back and forth between cars, you know, and that's, you know, it just, it makes it better. It makes it more fun. So, and then it gives us more knives in the fight for sure.
Yeah.
So,
Oh. So,
so what's some big dollar end of rate, or end of track, or shitty surface, or airport runway shit coming up that you're doing? Because man, I'm feeling the itch. I might have to travel. I'm feeling like I need another trip through New Mexico, because we made it through there last time without a problem.
this one right here, May 15th, it's a $100,000 payout if they get 100 cars and they're doing the first round buyback. So if you lose, you can pay another $1,000 and just basically, but you're not redoing. You're just basically buying back in the second round.
Right, like mine.
Yeah,
Like I think that's the way it should be.
Exactly like you did. I think they've got 64, 65 cars that are locked in.
Wow. So there's another event, I believe, the following weekend on the street, right?
Yes.
Yes, the one we were talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe I hit that one and we just stay out there for a week.
Yeah. So because it's that weekend, and then the following weekend there's another one that's
right.
street as
yeah.
well.
Maybe
Because I'm just gonna stay out, because I got this one, War in the Woods. That's an Indy.
I want to go there too. That place looks so fun.
Yeah, and it's sketchy too. That's right up your alley too.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm just gonna stay out there the whole week, and then go to that, and then possibly come back home, and then be up on the streets the following weekend.
Right.
Got a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah, for sure. I'd really like to make it out to Rank Steel on, I think, the end of this month, but there's just no way I can do it. We have Fastest in America stuff we're going to be doing, so I can't make it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. 10 for 10 would recommend Brown County. That's where that is. Brown County Dragway, Raceway. That's where the War in the Woods.
That's the War in the Woods. That's an actual track, though, right?
Yeah.
It's just there's grass in the middle of it, and it's super narrow, right?
And on the outside.
That's awesome. I love it. The sketchier, the better.
That $100,000 one is at an airstrip, actually.
Yes.
It's actually at an airstrip.
Have you seen the surface of that?
No, I've heard it's pretty. I heard they don't allow 4x4s out there because 4x4s would have the advantage.
Absolutely dominate. Yeah. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll have to send me the link to that so I can reach out, and maybe I'll talk to the guys and see if they want to go.
Yeah. It's going to be.
Where is that at?
Beckley Springs, West Virginia.
Fuck, man, that is such a haul. God damn, killing me.
Yeah.
Because I really want to take my other car to the deal at the end of the month for sure. Yeah. I think we're going to take both. I think we're going to take the Pony and Ma'am. So that just cuts off, basically that cuts 2 weeks off of my build time, because fuck, that car's not even built yet.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you got actually 2 months. 2 months right now.
Yeah. It's just it was in paint jail a
Yeah.
little bit. My normal painter for that car, he lost his painter, and he's just been struggling to find anybody worth the fuck to come back. So he's like, man, I'll make sure to get it all in body work, and it's prepped and ready to go. And then I've got another guy that's going to shoot it for me. So hopefully by the end of next week, it'll be painted, and then we can bring it back home and fab up the turbo kit and put it together. So because I really want to get that car out too.
Yeah.
So
when's that next one you're gonna be
the next what?
the one at the airstrip?
Oh, so I don't know. That's something I need to sit down and plan with you, Richard, and I'd like so that we can have kind of a tentative date, and then I can reach out to the owner of the airstrip. I'm sure he'll do it. His name's Rocky. He's a really cool dude. And he puts on really neat events. It would be a daytime deal. So it's out in the middle of a dirt field. It is sketchy as shit. The shutdown's short. It's wild. Yeah, it's wild. So, I'm hoping that, I know it's a long drive for these guys, but I'm really hoping that all these guys see that what we're doing is the same thing that what they're doing out there, but it's a different group of cars out here, and it's a different culture, and that maybe they need to get out of their little safe zone and drive through New Mexico and come out here.
It's that drive through New Mexico what carries you.
It is. I can't say that I blame them. Fuck that place, man. I fucking broke down in the same goddamn place 4 times. The same town.
At least you know where the auto parts store was.
Yeah. I had to drive the Z like 25 miles to the Napa Auto Parts store there in that town to get a wheel bearing for the excursion when Marcus tried to kill us.
He said it was a road. It wasn't a wheel bearing.
Yeah. Shit, I was back in the back asleep, and that shit woke me up dead asleep, and woke me up. I thought we were gonna die. I thought we were rolling. So, but yeah, like I said, we need to sit down and look at your schedule. I know your schedule's always full, but we need to kind of book it out far enough in advance so that it gives people time to be able to plan to come out, because it's not just like driving 4 or 5 hours to get here. It's, for some guys it's 25 hours.
Yeah, it's a day.
It's a commitment to get out here. So, but it would be cool to get 60 cars or 64 cars. We've got a good solid 25, 30 out here that get down and are fast. And then it'd be cool to have, at least maybe 10, 15 from the Midwest, or 10 from the Midwest. I know for sure if I gave Rank enough time that them boys would load up and get out here. So if they can do it, I know that others can do it. So, and make a weekend out of it. So we can do some real street stuff, set up a little impromptu out at the Foo again, at night, and then, maybe go out and then do the Eagle Field thing, during the day, on a Saturday or Sunday or something. And then, people can head back after that. So, there's camping out there, so we can camp out there. And that's a lot of the fun out there too. So, I think it would be fun for sure. It's not a super fast surface. It's asphalt, that's crowned and dusty because it's out in the middle of a field. And, it's challenging. That surface is extremely challenging. That road that we raced on is faster than the surface that is at Eagle Field.
Oh, so it's a tuner's race.
Very much so. So, that would be a fun deal. So we need to get together on schedules.
Yeah.
Because I know you're always booked and always busy. I was lucky that you guys were off this last weekend.
Yeah.
So
You want to name your sponsors, or I said it's Carlos that will be on here? Let's see.
yeah, shit, man, I got a whole shit pot full of them. So I already named some of them earlier, but we'll go back through them. One of our main sponsors, Frankenstein Engine Dynamics, they do out in Texas. They do our cylinder head work and intake manifold, and they helped a bunch on the Z, and that now that motor actually is in the Pony. They're building us another set of cylinder heads for the new Z motor. They do big block stuff, small block stuff. They do Coyote stuff. One of our dailies is getting a set of their cylinder heads on a Coyote. And then I always mention these guys because they helped us so much, and they're actually helping us on our daily. Is Whipple. I don't think we would be where we were with the Z without them. So big shout out to Whipple. Transmission specialist, Dave down in Lancaster does all my trainings. Badass work. He actually helped the Mutt on a moment's notice. I called Dave and he said, "Yeah, have him stop by. We'll take care of him." And he dropped everything he was doing to help a fellow racer in need. So, and those are the kind of sponsors, that you really need. So, Jose at Forced Inductions does all our turbo stuff. Was one of our sponsors for the event. Of course, my brother at Crothers Auto Supply. He sponsored the bed and breakfast for Limpy and Richard.
Yeah, he did.
And a badass barbecue. And then Nick, Devil's Glue. He sponsors all our prep stuff. And like I said before, Nick does more than just prep for me. He basically gives me anything that he can at his cost. And he expedites stuff, and he just stuff that sometimes we can't get, he can get. He takes care of us. So shout out to Nick, you're badass, and Devil's Glue fucking rocks. Manly Performance does all our connecting rods and stuff. Brown's Diesel, they take care of all of our diesel stuff, and again, parts supplier. They loaned you his truck for the shootout. Eric is a super badass dude. He helped shuttle cars at the shootout, and he's just like one of my best friends. Known him forever. So Eric and Reb over there, Brown's Diesel. If you guys got any diesel needs, they're the guys to see. Jarrett Faggart does all my piston specking and camshaft stuff, and he helps us get where we are. I'd say we wouldn't be as fast without him for sure. All American Race Team and Hogan's Land Clearing. There's a lot I could say about them, but Ernie and Jason, they've been working on my Z, putting that back together. It's not quite done, but it's getting close. And that one's still it's still kind of a little emotional when I talk about that car. I don't know why, it's a fucking car, but I still get a little emotional about it. But without them, the car wouldn't be where it's at now and getting close to getting back together. I'm hoping to have it ready for that 250K race that Kai Kelly wasn't invited to.
Yeah, hold on. I got it.
Yeah. Photo op there. That's that one. Yeah, he wasn't invited to that.
The $250,000.
Yeah. Yeah, a big tire TV racer wasn't invited to a small tire street race.
Yeah.
Invitational. Darn. What else? Man, I got so many damn sponsors. And they're all so good and they all take care of me. So if I forgot you, I'm sorry. I try not to. But I always forget. I get put on the spot. Nitrous Express, they're on board anonymous for sure. And our other team car, which is my buddy Marcus, his little Vega. It's full Nitrous Express sponsorship. And I use it on any car that comes into the shop. I put their equipment on our cars. NX Gonzo with the hookup on that. Thanks, buddy. I don't know. I think that's it. Like I said, if I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. And then I'd like to give a special shout out to my teammates, Alex and Steven, Marcio, Fabian, Ernie, Jason, Emmanuel, Hunter. Yes, I was getting there. He's on my little naughty list though, because that little fucker slept in on race day and honestly made me late to go clean the road back up again. So Ernie had to go to his house and pound on the door until his mom woke up.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. He spent too much time with the pocket pussy that night. I'm just saying.
What was her name again?
Naomi. Yes. So spent too much time with that. Probably too much time. He probably put a little bit of alcohol in that big penis that he had to drink out of, and he might not have been able to handle it. So I mean, he got a little tipsy, fell asleep, got stuck to him, couldn't wake up. I don't know. What does this say? God, I'm blind. Fu Man, all are out, all a great show, Nate. Fu Man, it would be. I'm glad. Also, a big shout out to Tony, and his brother Chris for putting up with us, always out there fucking racing. And I promise we're not going to come out there during the week as much and keep you guys awake. Tony can never say no, and we shouldn't be taking advantage of that. So we will make sure that we won't do that anymore. Chris brought that to my attention, and honestly, we should do it. So thanks, Tony, for all that you do for us. I'm so glad that you got to take a picture with Limpy. I know that you've always wanted one, so that was badass. At the road, I mean, I don't know, that just don't get any better, because that's three iconic things all in one picture. You got Tony, who's OG as fuck. He's still banging a 4-speed. You got the original Cash Days, and you got one of the baddest roads in California for shit like this. It's not the fastest, but I think it's the baddest road in California. And they're all three in one picture, so it don't get no better than that.
Yeah.
So and just a big shout out to everybody who stepped up and was just a bad motherfucker and came out and did this race. It was kind of short notice. We did have some people drop out. We had some people show up with the wrong tires. Next time, hopefully you guys are a little more prepared and you can make the race, because man, you missed out. This was the race in California of the year, in my opinion. I don't think anything tops it. So, yep, there it is. There's the Foo.
Fucking beautiful.
It is. It's such a badass spot, man. And the road's fucked up and chipped and chunks missing out of it, and it just gives it character. It's just such an awesome spot to race. I love it. So, I don't really think there's anything else. Big thanks to Emmanuel and for basically giving me free reign with the pony. I know he fought me on the name at first, but the name fits, and the name is awesome. Everybody loves the car. I mean, everybody knows the car now. We definitely put in work with it. So, and now it looks nice. Big shout out to our painter, Mike Jimenez, in Madera. He does all of our team cars. And he does a great job. And he does a great job fixing them, because I know for myself and Steven, we can't have anything nice, and we just tear everything up. I had the car for a week, and the fucking hood fell off the roof and hit pretty much every panel on the goddamn car. The hood, the fender, the door, fuck, you name it, it's fucked up. Sorry, Mike. But he does a nice job and works with us through our crazy, stupid schedules of racing every single day. So, yeah, big thanks to Mike. And like I said, I almost forgot. And I don't mean to. It's just I'm old and I forget shit. So,
Yeah.
um,
What's your
but-
question, Lamar? What's your question?
let's see here. I have a question for you, Limpy. Okay.
Let's see what his question is.
All right.
And they said, great road to watch the live feed on. Which I told you I was going to go live in the finals.
Yeah, no, that's
But-
fine.
But when I was
You
out
went
there,
earlier than that.
I seen a bunch of other people. They were live out there, so I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
fuck it."
I know
Maybe a chance to make some stars. Maybe make some
People
stars out
people can't listen. I know.
there. Oh,
So what is the question, Lamar?
he hasn't posted it yet.
Oh, okay.
He said, "Y'all are flexible with the rules."
Yeah, the whole rule thing, that was my fault. I wanted to address this. When I went up there, and at first I was dead set on, okay, it's been more than 5 minutes, you're done. But then something was brought up to me and this was something that I said, that Limpy had the final say at the starting line. And I'm not putting this on you at all, Limpy. It's my fault. But you said that we could give them time to get it resolved if it was okay with Billy. So when I went up to Billy, things kind of got heated, and I didn't want them to get heated. I wanted it to be a smooth shootout, and like I said, it's my fault. That'll be addressed in the next one that I do. I'll just write down rules instead of just shooting from the hip. That way I don't forget. It's kind of an unwritten rule that if you pull up to the line and you break, you got 3 to 5 minutes to fix. And that's just all there is to it. And I need to be a little more strict on time in between rounds. If we're saying we got 15 minutes to get up to the line, then we have 15 minutes to get up to the line. It's not fair to everybody else.
Yeah.
I understand their point that it was them two in the race, so that it wasn't an inconvenience for Billy because that's his teammate. But at the same time, it's an inconvenience for the rest of us and the rest of the racers. And Alex made the call on time. And then there was like a 40-minute span between Alex and when they got up to the line, and then one car broke. And then we waited, and I gave them time. Like I said, at first I wasn't going to, and then I talked to you, and I talked to them, and I even helped them a little bit so that we could speed it up. I try to be really fair. I want to see a good race. I want to see a good final. So I mean, I wasn't doing it to get anybody out. I would have done the same thing with anybody. So at the end of the day, I take responsibility for it. It was 100% on me for not stating that rule in the rules discussion. And it just won't happen again. You just got to learn from your mistakes and make the best of the ones that come up, and try to do what you can do, basically. And we gave him a couple of minutes to figure it out. Then once we figured it out, we separated the batteries, and then the car started right up, and he was able to race. And then big shout out to Mark, his teammate, for rigging up some shit in the back of that car that he didn't tell Carlos about. He bolted cables together and fucking black taped them up and sent them down. So big shout out to Mark for that. He got him through it into the finals. So that was good teamwork. So
Yeah. And that was actually Lamar's question. What you just went over. I usually state after a burnout. If you do a burnout, then if something happens during a burnout, I usually give you 2 minutes. 3 tops. I mean, it's a 2-minute ish rule. If something happens within 2 minutes, then especially if we're in the streets,
right.
It's 2 minutes. I mean, it's 2 minutes tops, because anything can happen in the streets.
Correct.
And if it didn't happen and the cops show up and we had to end up splitting the pot, well, you just got into the money because you had an issue and it wasn't discussed.
Right.
So.
Right. And like I said, that was on me. That was my fault. I feel the shootout went pretty smooth other than that. And it got a little heated there for a little while. Tempers flared and people got upset. At the end of the day, like I said, I try to be fair. I try to be fair with everybody. And make the best calls that I can. So, but I fucked up, so we'll learn from it, and it won't happen again. That's for sure.
That's why I said I've been doing these for a few times, just a couple months now.
Like
3
or 4.
And but they're all learning curve. I mean, somebody will bring something to your attention that you're like, shit, I forgot to go over that, or it's something that's they try to squeeze in on you, and you're like, well, shit, I've never had that happen before. So you got to think about it. But we ain't out to fuck anybody. We're all out to make sure that everybody has a good time, and the best man wins.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
not the best man that hustled to win.
Correct.
We want to see who the fastest guy to win.
Yes, we want the fastest car to win. We don't want to win because of a stipulation or this or that. But also at the same time, we don't want to have a situation where there was an hour, and basically it turned out to be an hour from Alex's buy run in the same round to when those two cars finally went down. And that just can't happen. So, it'll be addressed, and, it'll be fixed, and it won't happen again. So, but like I texted and reached out to Carlos today and told him, it was a fucked up deal. It was a fucked up situation. It was my fault. But at the end of the day, like, I enjoy racing with him. He's still a friend, still a hell of a competitor, and he earned it. He earned the win. He earned the win against me. Our car's not a punk. And I think everybody can say that without laughing, that our car runs. And it was such a badass race between him and I. And then him and Alex were locked up, like they were tight. And Alex went four-wheeling there a little bit at about 350 feet, and that's all it took. But for the most part, they were locked up. Alex actually looked like 60 foot at him. Carlos came back a little bit, and then they were tied up, maybe a quarter of a car. And I mean, you don't know what's going to happen on the big end, but I'll tell you, it looked like it was going to be it looked like a damn good drag race at that point.
Yeah, here's a video in case y'all watched it. We got the video here. And Alex hit the cone too.
Yeah, I heard. We're working on that with Alex. He says that he gets a little distracted sometimes in the car, looking over at the other car. So we're gonna try to get him a little more tunnel vision so that he just mainly focuses on him. Because
just
on
driving himself.
On a road that skinny and so crowned, you really got to be on the wheel. You can't look at the guy next to you. So, at the end of the day, I try to send him out with the best car that I can. And now he's like, I want to be the best driver that I can be. So, I mean, it's funny, we were talking about this and we're critiquing ourselves, and we all do it to ourselves. And we had a car in the final, and here we are critiquing ourselves. To me, that just explains our team. That's why we're so competitive, and we work so hard to be as good as we can.
Quentin,
what's the rule that wasn't gone over? Quentin. So the rule that wasn't gone over ended up coming up in the semifinals. If you break on the starting line after a burnout, how much time do you get? Well, normally it's kind of an unwritten deal that everybody it's 3 to 5 minutes. That's kind of what we've always done. but I didn't discuss it in the driver's meeting. So the cars that came up were teammates, and the car in the right lane, which was the car that ended up winning the shootout, wouldn't start after the burnout. So it took them like a good solid 20 minutes to fix the car. And because I didn't discuss it in the driver's meeting, and Limpy had told him if it was up to the other driver, if the other driver was okay with waiting, then we would wait. So that's kind of what happened. It's nobody's fault but mine. And I probably should have been a little more engaged on the starting line, but it was tough for me. I was tuning four cars. And I was just trying to make sure everybody's shit ran. And I should have been more engaged, and I wasn't. So that was my fault, 100%. So, but it won't happen again.
And next time if we do it, I might interrupt your driver's meeting and voice a little bit of my
Right.
stuff as well. Stuff that you missed or that.
Right.
But
Right. I mean, I've only really honestly done three or four shootouts. And I really try to have everything organized, and security and filming, and, people lining everybody up, and, making it smooth so that guys can just focus on racing and going out and having fun. I feel like, honestly, that I've done that, but here we are. We had a problem with this one. This is like kind of the first time I've had a problem. But you live and learn, you get better, you learn from your mistakes. So got to be able to admit that you fucked up before you can move on. So I fucked up. So,
and we're going to move on.
That's it. That's all we can do, right?
That's a fact.
That's a fact. And I figure out new ways to fuck up every day. Trust me.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, congrats on the excellent events, and appreciate you getting us out there. We enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Appreciate the grub.
Look forward to getting you guys back out here again too.
All right.
So.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time.
All right. Sounds good.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye. All right, people. We'd also like to congratulate. Where'd he go? Mr. Kendall Goen. He doubled up this weekend. Wherever they were racing at, I know he doubled up. The one big tire with a small tire, and I know his toe pig broke down on him on the way home, and I think Mark ended up getting him out there as well. Again, Joe Watson Memorial this weekend is for Friday at 6 at Gateway Park, 750 North Beach Street in Fort Worth, Texas. And again, congrats to the winner this weekend as well. We'll give a moment of silence for Joe here. All right. And like I said, we got H-Town we'll be at. Them 3 dates right there. We'll be there as well. We got the park after dark. There's all your rules. They have an event page. You can go check out the event page with all the rules. We'll be at Ward in the Woods, May 8th at Brown County Dragway. It's about a little over a month away. We'll be at Twin Cities there. We're starting at the 8th mile marker and running. It's a quarter-mile track, and we're running it just like we do on the streets. One burnout, small tire, big tire. I don't know. Yeah, small tire, big tire, and I believe a street class. there's a couple of street classes, I believe, as well. War in the Woods, the West Coast versus meets East Coast, which is it's kind of haul for people on the West Coast, to be honest with you. But 100% payout, $100,000 if they get 100 cars. If they get 150 cars, it's 150,000. And plus buyback. So I mean, it could be they could get 75 cars, and then after first round, 25 people buy back in. So there's your 100,000 as well. The come up, the $250,000 small tire invitational as well. It's in Cooksville, Tennessee. I hope I'm pronouncing that right as well. But that's about it. We will be heading tomorrow. We'll be heading to Mexico for a week long extravaganza. Extravaganza? Is that how you say it? Then we'll be coming back for the memorial on Friday, and then turn around and head right back to the streets. That's about it. As we said, oh yeah, and if you want to donate or anything to the cause, if you don't have stars or whatever, you can get on thelimpy.com, and I have a donation page there. It helps out. thelimpy.com. And that's about it. Congrats to the winners. And Joe, we'll meet again, brother, one day. Rest in peace, bro.